Hello everybody, how you doing today? It's Superfiend here and welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster Whacky World. Last episode we replaced all of the area floodlights inside of this cavern with our Stingray coaster with these smaller lights. These are the area color lights, and I think the effect is a lot better. And we are still working on our Stingray coaster. And what we're going to do this episode is we're going to spend a little bit of time adding some scenery to the ride. This is, I said a long time ago, we're going to have the Kraken animatronic in here. And so we are going to be adding that this episode. So let's just pull the Kraken out. Okay, he's going to be over here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. Let's spin him around. Okay, he's going to be over there somewhere. And where's his tentacles? He's got some big tentacles that we can add into the park. And what else? Is there anything else in here that's Kraken? Just those two things, huh? Let's see. Can we get the rowboat? I think we're probably going to want the rowboat. So let's go ahead and we're going to drop the rowboat up over there. And we also want... I want these three pieces too. I want the ship bow, I want the ship, what is that, the hull, and then I also want the stern. So we're going to be using all of these pieces somewhere in here. We'll probably be adding one of the pirate animatronics. So let's just go ahead and look at those. Whoa, what the heck happened? Okay. Pirate. So what would be a good, not the idle pirate, the pirate angry shot. Whoops. I hit the space bar when I still had the cursor in the filter. So let's look at these pirates here. So we got a shot pirate. No, nobody's getting shot. We got a pirate cover shot and a pirate angry shot. We might add in here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly how it'll work. And I don't know about the idle pirates or the leaning pirate. We might find a use for these guys. We may find a use for them. Okay, so that's enough with the scenery for right now. Close all that. And the only downside to working in places like this in Planet Coaster when you make dark rides is like it's really hard to just see anything. Really, it just makes it so hard. Okay, let's go ahead and click on one of our lights. Actually, the Kraken and the light, and we're going to add the Kraken to the scenery, and we'll go ahead and we'll add the tentacle to that scenery piece and these pieces as well. Just make them all part of that building, and we'll add these to whoops, we'll add all this stuff now too. So now all of this stuff is one building, which, if you remember, we can select conveniently from either one of these posts, and we'll probably move these posts around later, like right now actually. Since all this stuff is in here, we could probably just move this post in here. Let's put it there. Let's change it to 2M. Let's also change the grid height. Okay, there. So now we've got, we still have this post over there, but the building post, you know, the one that we'll probably keep forever is just this little one right there. So we can select any of these things anytime, real easy with that post, or, you know, with the individual items themselves. Okay. So what are we going to do this episode? Did I unpause it? I did, I unpaused it. I had the game paused, and the reason I had it paused... Okay, so let's see. I think they're coming right here now. Yeah, there they come. I had it paused, and the reason I had it paused is because I want the Kraken to show up as they're coming down this loop. So let's just let's get ready to pause it here. Okay, and then let's go into, let's click on the coaster, and we'll go into the ride cam. Okay. So... right about there is where I want the Kraken to jump out of the water and scare everybody on the ride. Right about there. So let's reposition this guy. And we could probably use a little bit more light in here while we do this. So what I'll probably do is I'll add a couple floodlights. Oh, let's see. This is always a pain. Okay. Did those light up enough over there? Not really. There we go, that's better. And we'll pull this one out too. Actually, what we'll do is we'll pull this one over here, like this, over here, and then we'll rotate it. Okay, so we got a couple obnoxious floodlights there, but they're going to help us see exactly what we're doing. And now if we select this thing, so let's kind of get like where the viewers are. So they're about like right here. Okay. And now here's the thing I don't know about the Kraken is, like, is it in the up position or the down position right now? I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it's at. So let's see. That'll get them flying by it pretty close, pretty close. I wish there was a way to like see the animatronic moving while the game was paused. So, I mean, that's about where we want it. Let's go back into the coaster face cam. Yeah, like, look at that. Ooh, spooky. Okay. So, I guess we need to unpause it. Roar! Oh, he's clipping. He's clipping. Bad Kraken. Bad Kraken. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I guess we need to... Okay, so maybe like right there will be good. And if we unselect him, like how much is he poking out of the water? Not very much. Not very much, right? And where is the ride? Did it stop its test? What? Where are the coasters at? Okay, here they come. Okay, so here we go. Oh, now he's down in the water, so we can't see. But let's take a look at this real quick. First train. Yeah, see, so from like right here, they can't even see him. So at this point in the ride, they need to kind of like already, he needs to already be up in the air, bellowing at everybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the triggers, and we will add a trigger. Da, 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 our first trigger. Okay, we're going to slide this all the way up here. And it needs to go all the way up and then down. And around. I wish there was I wish you could just like click on the track section and say add a trigger right there. I don't know, maybe you can. This has always been kind of tedious having to drag this thing along the track section. So let's see, when do we need the Kraken to jump out? Like let's try right here. Okay, let's just try right here, because ideally the way I want it to be is I want them to not see the Kraken as they come down here. So like as they're cruising down this right here, I kind of want him to be hidden and unseen, and we don't want him to come out until they're really coming back around. So let's just see what happens if we put it right here, and we need to connect an object to the trigger. Here's one. We will confirm. We can still give this a name. We'll call it the the Kraken pop, because that's where he pops out. And no delay. Oh, we have it paused, so okay. Where do we... Okay, so let's play it again and watch him pop out. How long does he take? You know, it takes him a while to pop out. We might have to move this thing further back. Might have to move it further back. Okay, so the other train should be kind of going up the lift right now. So let's speed it up. Here they come. Okay, let's see what the timing looks like. Oh, I almost nailed it. I almost nailed it on the first try. Let's move this, like... Let's put it here underneath this light. Let's try that. Okay. And let's have this one go. And we just kind of need to watch for it to come by here. It's always very kind of tedious and time-consuming to place triggers and stuff on your rides. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I thought that looked pretty good, right? I thought that looked pretty good. So now all we need to do is we want to see what it looks like from their point of view, right? So let's zoom over here. And we'll speed it up. And I'm just waiting for the... Okay, we'll pause it. Normal speed. Done. We'll go into the ride cam. We'll switch trains. I wish we could do like half speed, but okay, let's see. So, I come out of here. Oh, you can't even see him. Okay, perfect. I was thinking I was going to have to do stuff to hide him. Ah, spooky. Okay, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. That worked really good. When they're coming down from like right here, they really can't see him hiding over there. So that worked out almost perfect for him to be in the water just like that. Now, the tentacles. What are we going to do with these tentacles? Krakens are huge, and we kind of want to like torture these people with the tentacles throughout the whole ride, right? That's kind of what we want to do. Do we want tentacles over here? I don't know if we want tentacles over here. I don't know if we want tentacles. I don't know if we want any tentacles right here on this part of the ride. I definitely think we want tentacles on this part over here. But they fly through here really quick. So, like, what are they going to see? What would it look like to them? I think they're coming down right now. Yeah, see, they really can't see much. They kind of have a view, like, right here, maybe, of something. But, I don't know. Okay, let's move this thing. Let's move it over here, and let's just see, like, you know, how does it look if we move it over here? So it's all coiled up. Okay, and that's how high it lunges. And it does a couple lunges. Is it ever gonna like coil back up again? Okay. So that's like as tall as it gets, right? So when it's as tall as it gets, what's wrong with that? Is it colliding with the track? Must be, yeah. Really? Okay, I think we can sink it down a little bit lower. Yeah, okay. So what we do is we do this. Maybe like way low, right? Okay, how? Definitely too close to the ride. And would it work to put those over here at all too is another question. Like, could we put them here? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What about if we stick it over here a little bit? Okay, it's too close to the ride. Somewhere over here it should be okay, right? Really? Is that like too close? Maybe because it stands up straight at some point, so maybe it uncurls. It's got a bigger like hitbox than what we can see right now. Probably why. Let's turn off the angle snap and let's just rotate this a little bit. Oh, I don't know, like that. Okay, and let's see. I don't know. I think I kind of want it like over here underneath the ride. Kind of what I think. And then let's duplicate it and let's make another one. Okay, this one's all curled up. And let's rotate this one a little bit. Okay. And now we'll unpause it and we'll just kind of see how these things behave. This one's definitely not low enough in the water. Okay, let's see. And when he lifts out of the water, his little arms are... Okay, so we kind of maybe only want him to come that high out. Because we want to leave his little arms that are cut off under the water. And that actually works good too, because now you can't see him at all. He's completely submerged until he jumps out and says peekaboo. Okay. And let's see, what else? We need to add a trigger for these ones, right? Get me out of the building editor, and let's go to the trigger sequence. Now, can you add triggers while you're editing the ride? See, because like what would be nice is if we could just click on this section and say like add trigger, and it just shows up like right here. But no. No, you can't do it that way. Edit trigger sequence. Add. Now, thankfully, you can drag triggers to like different points on the ride. You don't always have to move them like forward sequentially. So let's see. Let's just try it right up there. Ooh, it renumbered it. Okay, well. Why is it red? Okay, let's connect some objects. That one and that one. Confirm. Why is it red? Do they just color code them so it's easier? I mean, or is it like because it's broken? I don't know. But right now the tentacles aren't doing anything. In fact, you can't even see them. So let's play the trigger. Ooh, spooky. So I think we want to move this trigger like even further back because those things take a while to pop up. They take a while. So like maybe we actually want it like back here. And we don't want them to pop up at the same time either. So let's give one of them like a half a second delay. Okay, so let's see. Here it comes. Yeah, see, look at that. We have to move these things like, we have to move it way back. Way back. They weren't even close to seeing it. Okay, so let's move it back over here. And we'll hit done. And now they're almost back into the station. This one's currently on the chain lift. So when we see them go by, okay, normal speed. Trigger's right about there somewhere. So these things should already be moving. There we go. Now, can they see anything when they go by? I'm not even sure that they can see it. So let's do it one more time. Speeding it up now. And up they go, up the chain lift. And then we'll pause it, normal speed, and we need to switch cars. So let's see if they can even see it as they go by. You know, what's it look like? Yeah, ooh, look at that. That's cool. It's like right in their face. Oh, and another one right there. You don't really get much out of that one. But, you know, that was pretty cool, actually. I kind of liked it. I think it would be better. Okay, let's see. I like this one, and this one was okay. What I want to do is I want to get like a couple more that are just under the water. So let's duplicate this, and I want them under the track. So way down there. And I want them to basically be straight underneath the track. All right, so which two are those? They're way off. Okay, so this one. And then this one down there. I want it right underneath the track. Maybe even like, okay, now I should probably stay under here like this, like right here. And then now we have to do is lower it until the little red outline goes away. Okay. So now we got those ones. I really like the way this one turned out. Like, ah! It's really cool. And let's see. Let's get out of the building. Let's go back to the ride. Trigger sequence. The tentacle pop. We're going to need to connect a couple more objects. We need to connect this one and this one. Confirm. And, okay. That is this tentacle. That is this tentacle. So let's name them. Tentacle number 1. Tentacle number 2. And then let's name this one deep tentacle number 1. And then this is deep tentacle number 2. And you notice that the second 2 that we attached to the trigger picked up the time delay of this one. And so let's just give them different time delays. Okay. And let's see, is it paused? Yeah, it's paused. So they're coming through there. So the other one is just now going up the chain lift. So let's go ahead. Let's play this one time and see like what it does. Okay, there they are. Now, can we even see these ones that are under the water? Because if you can't see them, like what's the point, right? Oh, we can't see them because there's ground there. Okay, so we need to carve away the ground a little bit. So let's play it again. And it's nice that it highlights everything. Okay. Okay, so we need to... we're done with the triggers. Really? We can't lift this up higher? Why not? Like, seriously, like, why can't we get it, like, up to there? Because that's like where I want it. Okay. Settings. Game. Disable scenery collision. Show the coaster friction control in the info panel. This is relatively new, huh? Okay, let's go back over. It's not letting me click on it. Okay, so let's try this again, right? Like that's where we want it, right there. We want them to see it under the water. Ooh, spooky. And this one we want to go Let's see. Yeah, okay. Kind of like that. So now we don't have to do anything with the ground. Okay, now where is... Okay, let's watch it go around one more time. So here we go, because what we want to see is we want to see if it clips with the train car, with the coaster train. I totally goofed that up. I didn't have that visible. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Okay, it's paused. So we fly down here, and we're going to look at it from this angle. Right here is good. Okay, and what we want to see is we want to see if the coaster train clips through these things. It did not clip through them, but I don't think they were really visible as it went by. So maybe we got to change the timing on them just a little bit. So let's go back to the ride trigger sequence. The tentacle pop. We're going to change each of these by... Okay, so that one will become 0.3, and this one will become 0.2. And done. And maybe that'll make the difference in the riders being able to see them this time. And where's the other train? Okay, it's right there. So it's coming up the chain lift. It's going down. Okay, and we'll pause it. Okay, good. Look at this. They're just going to get a view of this tentacle as they go by. That's perfect, except we need to move it just a little bit. So if we... Okay, so we want to move it a little bit more underneath them, is what I'd like. Okay. And yeah, look at that. That looks pretty cool, right? So let's see what it looks like from their point of view. Get into the right camera. And we need to change our seat. And we need to be looking down. Where is it? There it is. Found it. Okay, so anyone who's looking down is going to get is going to see it. Maybe it'd be better if we moved it just a little bit in front. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about that much. And now the other one here. Okay, so this one they can't really see. Right? They really didn't get a view of that one as they went by. Well, now they do. If we set it like that. Did I hit the OK? Yeah, okay, now let's see what happens when we finish playing the animation. Okay, let's write it as the riders real quick and just see what all those little tentacles and things look like. Where are we here? No, we want the other train. And we'll go into the first car. Okay, and let's see. Okay, yeah, big tentacles. Oh, yes, that looked great. I don't know if it's entirely realistic. You know, if they can, you know, if this was a real ride, would they be able to stick their arm out and rip their arm off? But I don't really care that much about getting it that accurate. I think that looked really good from the rider's point of view, at least. And let's go over here now. Now, I want to do something over here on this one. Let's see. I kind of want to get a couple more tentacles. You know, I think we want them over here. You know, because we kind of want to give them like a little sense of foreboding. Like, ooh, there was lots of tentacles over there. Then there's a couple over here. And then, ooh, the big monster's off over there, right? And I kind of want like a monster roar. I know the Kraken roars, but it would be nice if we could set it up so that the Kraken roars and like they hear it in different parts of the ride, but they're going so fast that I'm not sure it really makes sense for them to hear it. Like maybe if we had a speaker right here that roared as they went by, maybe that would work. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Let's get a tentacle here. That's the right tentacles. Okay, let's control X this thing. And we're gonna bring it off over here. And where do we want this one to go? Do we want it by the right, by the coaster station? I mean, do we want people to see it as they're getting onto the ride? I mean, I suppose they will, kind of a little bit, right? That's not the end of the world if that happens. Okay, let's put it over here. Kind of want to get rid of some coaster supports. Okay, because I think like right about here would be a good spot. Okay, and then I think maybe if we turn it around, about like, oh, like that. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. And let's go into the ride. And let's edit here. I think there's enough support between this one and this one that we can get rid of just this one right here. What? What do you mean obstructed? I'm trying to take away a support. What? Are you kidding me? Like, what is obstructed? What? I'm not trying to change the track at all. I just want to take away a support. Okay. Strange. Let's try this. Okay, we'll just turn off all the goodies in there. I don't know why it won't let me just... Okay, there. That did it. So, we took away one coaster support. And, you know, we could actually smooth this a little bit more. Yeah, okay. So now as they come through here, there's more room for that tentacle to pop out. There's a tentacle still in there, right? I don't even see it. And I think we could get rid of... I think we can get rid of like one of these. Okay, I don't want to get rid of these two. Because that's just way too big of a gap in between supports. But maybe we can get rid of like this one right here. You know, I don't know if that's realistic, but I think there's way too many supports for like what it does. And I think we could probably... Does that select that whole thing? Yeah. I think we can maybe smooth our way into this just a little bit more. Yeah, okay. And what happened to the tentacle that was in here? I haven't seen it move or do anything. Is it still in here? Yeah, okay, I suppose it is. Let's add another trigger onto the ride, and we'll attach that tentacle to it. Triggers, edit trigger sequence, add trigger. So it went and put it back over here, huh? So this is number 3, and this is tentacle pop number 2. Okay, that's probably, we'll probably activate it about right. Oh, right here seems okay, right? And we need to connect objects. There's one, confirm. And let's just play it. Might need to move that further back. Might actually need to move it closer to like here. Okay. So let's see what happens. We want to watch it from like over here, I guess is a good spot. Right here in this little hole. Now where are the cars? So the other car should be going. Okay, it's above us. So it should be coming out right about now. There we go. Tentacles, lots of tentacles. Okay, we got to move it much further back. That thing didn't even come close to out of the water. Number 2. So maybe we'll put it way back here. Okay, let's go back to our little hole in the wall here. Yep. Okay, so the other one is just above the chain lift, or going up the chain lift. Okay, here we go. Really? It's taken that long, huh? Okay. Let's edit trigger sequence. Let's move it back to there then. And, you know, what I could do is I could just attach that tentacle to the other trigger that's way back here and give it a longer delay, but it's going to be hard to kind of figure out, you know, what that delay is. I wish there was a way to select, like, point A on the track and then go all the way back to another point on the track and figure out how long it takes the coaster to get there. That would maybe make this kind of stuff easier. Okay, let's see. Here they come. Okay, that was a little bit better. A little bit better. Let's add another one of these then. I'll get it right underneath. And we'll turn it. And then we will edit the trigger sequence. And we'll go to tentacle pop number 2, and we'll connect this guy, confirm. And this is tentacle 2, and we'll give it a like a 0.2 second delay. All right, then we fly back over here. And okay, let's edit the trigger sequence again. Let's move this up a little bit further back, and then we can give this one a 1 second delay. Okay, so we got one going up the chain lift right now. Okay. No, I want them to be like fully up and more active as it goes by. So I'll give 1 0 and 1.2 again. And we'll move this thing even higher up. Okay. One more time. This time will probably be just about where it needs to be. All right, let's see. Yes, that's what I wanted. I want them more up and more active. Okay, so let's do it one more time. From the point of view of the coaster, so we can see what those ones look by as they fly by, right? Oh, big scary tentacle, more tentacles, ah! Yes! All right, that looks pretty good. And then as we come back around here, we can't see the Kraken at all. And then it jumps out, peekaboo. Can't really hear it roar though. I want louder roars. I want more roaring over there. And I also think I want some roaring over here as well. So let's. What do we need to do? We need to click on this building, and we need to go to scenery, and we need to find special effects, and we want audio. Where's the audio? Okay, it's been a long time since I've done this. Where are the audio effects? Where's the little park speakers? They're right here under audio. They're not. They're totally somewhere else. Okay. Ambient, no. Display. Triggered. That's the one we want. And if we were to put this like right here. Now, if we make a roar come out of here, are they even going to be able to notice it? Because, I mean, they're going by so fast. So incredibly fast. Okay. Been a long time since I looked in here. Alarms? No. I don't think it's any of this stuff. The three-eyed raven. Ooh. Okay, animal roar, kraken tentacles. Okay. What? Creatures. Okay, not bad. Okay, so let's get that one, and okay, I'm just playing with the pitch here to see what it sounds like. Okay, I guess we'll just do the basic one. I wish we could make this louder. I don't know if it'll be loud enough. Add your own music, OGG, MP3 Wave, blah, 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 to My Documents, Frontier, Developments, Planet Coaster, User Music. So maybe what I could do if it's not loud enough is I could go export this. Like I could go record just this sound effect, export it, and then go into Audacity and make it really loud. And then that way, like you wouldn't be able to miss it on the ride. And let's see, let's go ahead. Stuck in the building here. Let's add another trigger. And this one is Kraken Roar. And the speaker is like right over here. Yeah, okay. And they're going pretty fast, right? So maybe if we set it up about right there. We add the speaker. You can kind of hear it. You can kind of hear it. I think it needs to be a little bit louder, maybe. The other thing we could do too is adjust volume. Yeah, see, like I wish some of these other sound effects were louder. Okay, let's where are they here? Yeah, see, like you can't even hear it. Like, what's the point? You can't even hear the stinking thing. Okay, scratch that. They go by so fast, you can't hear anything. Let's move it. We could do this, though. We can put it over here. Okay, we'll put it right here. Let's just reset the rotation. Okay, and we'll put it right there. Like, God, it is so quiet. Kind of drives me crazy. You can barely hear it. All right, and then let's go back into the ride. And let's go to the trigger sequence. Edit. Kraken roar was number 3. And so what we're going to do is we're going to drag it all the way up. Now go up. Back. Now it's number 1. All the way out. Down, back. Okay, now we're gonna make it over here. So as they leave the cavern, okay, let's try this. As they leave the cavern, they get the roar, and so they know there's something in there. Ooh, spooky, spooky. Okay, and let's oh, pause it. I want to be on this train. I want to know if I can hear it. Okay, so we gotta wait like a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can hear it. Like, barely. You can barely hear them. Oh, man. I gotta export that and, like, make it 10 times as loud. It's ridiculous. Okay. I don't like it. Let's see. What else can we do this episode? What I'd like to do next, I think we can get rid of these floodlights. I don't think we need them now. Delete. And delete. Okay. What we're going to do next, and maybe we're not going to do it this episode because it's already kind of long. And I mean, look at how little we got done. It feels like we got very little done. I mean, it makes the ride a lot cooler, but what did we do? We put down like 4 tentacles, 2 tentacles, and a Kraken and set the triggers, and it took like 50 minutes. It takes forever. But very neat, very cool. And what we're going to do next is I want to add some lighting over here so that when the Kraken pops out, everything gets red. And so how would we do that? How would I do that? Because the other problem with doing that is then we kind of want all of these lights. We want all these lights to come on with the ride, and we want them to turn off. Like the way we'd have to do that is right as the track gets to about here, all of these lights on the loop, like all these blue lights up here, they all turn off. And they get replaced with red lights, and then after it goes back up here, they all turn back on. And that's not really how the triggers work. The triggers don't work to like turn things off periodically. They do the opposite. They turn things on. So see, like here's a trigger duration. So if we were to add these, how would it work? Would it work at all? Because what we'd have to do, because we want these lights to be on almost the whole time, like almost always. We want them to be always on except for when they go by the Kraken. So what we'd have to do is we'd have to put like a trigger right at the front here, so that when they cross that trigger, all these lights get turned on for as long as it takes the car to go from here all the way to here. And then that would cause them to turn off. And then we'd have to put another trigger over here that reactivates them again. And quite honestly, I don't know if I want to fiddle with that. That'd be a real pain in the neck to get done. Maybe what we can do is just add some red lights in here. Let's try it. Let's just add some red lights. Now let's see. It's when he's going by here. So actually, we could probably put him here and here. That did not make contact with that thing at all the way I had hoped it would. Yeah, see, these are just going to get overpowered by all the blue lighting. They're just going to get overpowered. So it'd almost be like we would need some floodlights. We need to find a nice red. Yeah, see, that's not lighting anything up nearly enough. Let's see if the Kraken even comes out looking a little bit like it's getting affected by the red lighting. Yeah, like a teeny weeny bit. Teeny weeny bit. Okay. That might be a waste of time. I may have to try to do that off camera because that seems like it could be a real pain in the neck. So that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time and have a great afternoon.